All right, I want to welcome everyone. This is very powerful to see so many of us gathered here again to stand up for each other, to fight back against hatred and bigotry and inequality. We had our first meeting here a month ago, and 1,000 people came out. Which was really exciting, but also the assumption was this is going to fade out really quickly. It was right after the election, there was all this emotion and energy, and it couldn't possibly be sustained. And the test was going to be this second meeting. So to see so many people again who clearly understand that the fight that we're fighting is for the long haul to build the movement that we're going to need over the coming years, this is inspiring. So thank you for being here. Can everyone hear? Okay, that's a nice change from last time. So at our first big action a few weeks ago at the State House, the Reverend Don Anderson rallied us with a call to let Rhode Island lead. And I wanted to just let everyone know that because of the work that everyone here has done, that really is what has happened. Over the last month, there have been over 100 community gatherings across the country, places like Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Rockford, Illinois, hundreds, sometimes thousands of neighbors coming together to talk about how we can organize and advocate and fight for equality and justice. And that strategy was modeled after what happened right here in Rhode Island. The Working Families Party took that model and spread it across the country, and now there's people coming together around the whole country. So really, because of what you're doing, Rhode Island is leading, and we're building a national movement to resist hate, which is great. Obviously, though, that work has just begun, and that's what we're here today to continue. We're going to be spending most of today breaking out into organizing teams that we're going to be building to really develop some concrete action plans for what we need to be doing over the coming months on the issues that we know are going to be priorities. Quick comment on that. We have a number of issues that have come up. We sent it out in the agenda. If there's an issue that you don't think is on that list that you think there should be an organizing team around, that there isn't, if you want to just in the next few minutes come up and talk to Lofton, and when we do that breakout, we'll see if there's enough interest to have that additional organizing team. So talk to Lofton if you've got an idea that you think we should be talking about. So that's going to be what we're doing for most of today. We're going to start off with a brief summary just for new people who might have joined this community of what we've done so far at the state level, at the federal, sorry? I'm so sorry. My name is Aaron Regenberg. I'm a state rep here on the east side. Sorry about that. So we're going to just start with a summary of what we've done so far at the state level, the federal level, the local level. We'll break out into these teams, do some planning, come back together, share it out so that we have these ideas that we're going to plug this whole Resist Hate network into. And then at the end, we're going to have some time to open it up for anyone who has a coming action or meeting or something that they think that everyone should know about that's not in Resist Hate. There'll be time for you at the end to make that known. So that's our strategy today. I'm going to start off with just a brief summary of what we've done at the state level so far. As I mentioned, we had our first major action at the State House a few weeks ago. Over 300 of you rallied at the State House. To send a message to the governor's office, and you walked up and sent it to the Speaker of the House's office, to the Senate President's office, that we're counting on our state leaders to step up, to use every tool at state government's disposal to protect our families and our values from the Trump agenda. I can tell you your voices were very much heard. The governor just later that same afternoon came out with a much stronger statement. Previously, her comments had been sort of, we need to take a wait-and-see approach to the incoming administration. After you made your voices heard, she came out and said, we're going to proactively be fighting, using tools at Rhode Island's disposal to fight for our communities, which is very exciting. Organizing works. It works. We haven't seen exactly that same response from some of our legislative leaders, and so obviously we're not done. The work is just starting. There's a whole lot more organizing and advocacy that needs to happen, and that's what we're here today to do, to figure out exactly what those plans are to bring that pressure to bear. So that's what we've tried to do at the state level. I'm now going to call up Georgia Hollister-Isman with the Working Families Party to talk about at the federal level. But thank you again so much for being here, for joining together. There's a lot of power right here. There's a lot we can do, and I'm so excited to work with all of you today.